Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We are on to Lesson 11, Unit 1. What we're going to look at today is actually doing addition problems, and although that may sound easy to you, I can add numbers, Mrs. Barnes. We're going to look at 3 key components that you must have before you're able to do an addition problem in 4th grade. The first component is know your facts. You really need to know what your add-ins are and know the sum that they make. So, 6 plus 4, always 10. You have to know these things. It's going to make your job easier. Number 2, you have to make a model to represent parts of the whole. We're going to talk about that. But what that means is you have parts that make up a whole. And the whole being usually a variable of some sort, A, B, C, all the way up to Z. And you have parts. You could have many parts. I only put 2 parts here to equal the whole. And third and final, line up your digits when you're adding them. I messed up, that's why there's a flower, or a cyclops, whatever you want to look at it. You must line up your digits. If you write a number like this, and then you write a number like this and try to add them, you can't. Because my 1s are lined up, but then my 10s are off, and my 100s are way off. So you're going to end up messing yourself up. So this is not a good example. So what I'd like you guys right now to do is I'd like you to get your math notebook if you don't already have it out, and you're going to actually write down this number, this problem, these 2 add-ins on your paper. Go ahead and pause while you do that. All right, now that you've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to think about these as parts of a whole. So this is one part, and this is a second part. So it's going to be very similar to what we created here. 2 parts of a whole. And we need to give it a variable because we don't have an answer. And I'm going to give it the variable of B, just for my last name, Barnes. So what I have here is I have created a tape model. So let's look at this tape model. So I have 2 parts, part 1, part 2. The first part is going to have this number in it, 3,134. Please do this along with me. The other part is going to have this number in it, 2,493. Make sure you have those numbers down. Now we're going to put our variable on top. What are we missing? Well, we're missing the letter B. You can see here I started to write an A, but I have a B here. So this is my variable. This is my whole. If you need to write whole, you can. And these are the parts. Your parts make up your whole, like the parts of a pizza make up the whole pizza. So in order to add these 2 up, as I know 2 parts, we always add them together. 3,134 plus 2,493 is what we're doing. Now I'm going to show you on a place value chart right here how to add these up. So if you don't have a place value chart, go ahead and pause this and go grab one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in 3,134 first. So I have 3,000s, 100, 3 10s, and 4 1s. Then I'm going to draw a line. This is my second number. I have 2,000s, 4 hundreds, 9 10s, which I put in a group of 5, and then 4 more. And 3 1s. And from there, I can then add them up. So if I look at my 1s, I have 4 1s plus 3 1s, or 4 plus 3. Well, we know 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. Then I have 3 10s plus 9 10s. Well, 3 plus 9, we already know adds up to more than 10. So what we have to do is we have to bundle 10 of them. So here's 9. Let's take 1 more. I bundled 10. You always have to bundle groups of 10. That group comes over here and becomes a new disk because 10 10s equals 100. And then I used these. Get rid of them. How many does that leave me with? That leaves me with 2 10s. But on here, I don't have just 2. I have 2 10s, and I had an extra 100. I have to throw that here in my hundreds place. And I always put mine at the bottom so I don't forget it, because we know how forgetful Mrs. Barnes is. So again, I had 12 tens. 10 tens equals 100 with my 2 remaining. If you look here, you can actually see it looks like a 12. Then I add up my hundreds. 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 6. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. And I add up my thousands. 3 plus 2 is 5. 1, 2, 3, comma. 3 plus 2 is 5. So the answer to my equation is that B equals 5,627. All right, get ready for the next part. We're going to do the same thing with these digits, or these numbers. We're going to turn it into an equation again. We don't know what they equal, so this time we're going to do a J for my first name. So we're going to use a tape model. Again, I have 2 parts, so I'm going to create a tape model with 2 parts. Then I'm going to put each part in a box. Obviously, the larger number goes in the larger box. Smaller number goes in the smaller box. Mine are pretty close to the same. Go ahead and pause while you write each number in its space. Pause. You should have put one of your numbers into a part and the other number into a part. And then, of course, our whole is going to get our variable because we don't know what it is. But we always know that 2 parts, 3 parts, 4 parts always get added. So again, we're going to use our place value chart and add our 2 parts, just like we did before. So this time I'm going to give you guys the time to actually put in 40,762 with me. Then you're going to do this one on your own. So let's go ahead and do this. I have 2 ones, 1, 2. I have 6 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. I have 7 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundreds. I have 0 thousands, so I'm going to skip it. And I have 4 10,000s. I'm going to draw a line across. Go ahead and plot 30,473. Pause while you do it. I'm hopeful you had 3 ones, 7 tens, 4 hundreds, no thousands, and 3 10,000s. So what we're going to do is we're going to just add them up in these rows, or in these columns rather. 2 plus 3 is 5. 6 plus 7, oh my, we already know that we're bigger than a 10. So we keep our 6 and we count up. 7, 8, 9, 10. And I always double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this comes over to my hundreds because 10 tenths is the same as 100. I'm left with 1, 2, 3 tens. But look what happened. I made a mess here. I had to fix this. I now have 7 hundreds and 5 hundreds. I again know I'm going to have more than 10. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it over because 10 hundreds we know is 1,000. And they have been used. So I have only 2 hundreds left. 0 thousands plus 1 is 1. 4 10,000s plus 3 10,000s is 7. 1, 2, 3, come on. Go ahead and look at what I did with just numbers. You can see, just like I did here, I had to bundle my 6 and my 7 to make my 13. 1 10, 3 leftover ones, that's 13. And I had to do the same thing with my hundreds. 7 plus 4, we turned into a 12. You see that 1,000 over there? That's that 1,000. And my 2 left over. All right, get ready for the next problem. This is our next problem. We have 207,426 plus 128,744. Our variable can be S because of no other reason than it's an S. This is my whole, which is my S, and I have to put in my 2 parts. What I would like you to do is I'd like you to put in your 2 parts, and I would like you to then not worry about discs. I just want to see you add them up. If you feel like you need your discs, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and use them and see if you get the same answer as me. Go ahead and pause while you put each part into their boxes. Then you add your parts like we always do. Good luck. You should see that I've put my parts into my into my tape model, and I've added them up below. 6 plus 4 was 10. I bundled it and made that 10 ones into a 10. So you can see how it looks like a 10 here. 2 plus 4 plus 1 gives me 7. 4 plus 7 gives me 11. 4 hundreds plus 7 hundreds is 11 hundreds. I bundle those 10. Those 10 hundreds become 1,000. Now I look like I have 11. 7 thousands plus 8 thousands is 15. Plus 1 more is 16 thousands. Again, take out 10. That's a bundle. 10 thousands is the same as a 10,000. See how that says 16? 2 plus 1, 10 thousands is 3. 2 plus 1, 100 thousands is also a 3. This is the answer you should have had. All right, in your problem sets, you're going to run into some word problems. You must complete those today. You need to have an answer statement. And you have to have a model, figuring out what you are putting together, whether you're adding these 2 digits or subtracting. Hint, hint, this is only addition. You must read carefully. So I need to have a model, must draw a model, and you have to explain in numbers or words how you got your answer, plus you need an answer statement. All right, go ahead and work with somebody else. Good luck.